Right, hello and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War, part 3, I suppose, of a Kislev playthrough. Last time, I suppose this is part 3. I mean, I was only doing it for testing, but, I suppose I'll go on with it for a bit. I don't know how many episodes. I don't know whether I'll continue with it. Maybe until I finish the game I'm playing. But, anyway, last time, we were fighting off the Skaven of Hell Pit, Norscans, and the Red Eye tribe of Greenskins. We managed to fight the Red Eye tribe off of Kislev. We managed to beat back Surtha Ek of the Varg. And he left after raiding Zoishank and razing Fort Stragov. Oh, he actually razed Zoishank as well. But we since made peace with them, and we got some money out of the peace actually, because we beat them. So, our allies don't like that we're at peace with them because, you know, they're bad guys. But I would rather be at peace with our enemies at the moment, just so that we can build up and take the pressure off of us. I'm currently moving our primary lord here, Zarina Katarin, down here, probably to take Fort Jakova back from the Red Eye tribe. And then we might try and either take Karak Ungor or see if we can get peace from them, so that we can just build up, because I need money. The only way to get money is to upgrade your settlements. Fort Ostrosk is ready to be upgraded, so it's Prague. Kislev is too. Let's upgrade Kislev, because that is our major capital. And that comes with a lot of bonuses. You see, we get income from all buildings, plus 40% all regions in this province. Now, how provinces and regions work. If we see here, Southern Oblast, that is the province. The province of Southern Oblast is made up of 3 regions. The Kislev region, the Zavastra region, and the Fort Jakova region. If we have a look on the... I can get out, right. I can't really get rid of the icons, I don't think. Actually, I can. There we go. If we see here, there's a border. If I could put it on something which will show the different regions. Well, okay. This is fine. Okay. We can see here, this color is for Zavastra. This is the region of Zavastra. This one here is the region of Kislev, bordered with the river up here, the mountains down there, along here, and this river along here, and up along there next to Zavastra. This little wedge here is Fort Jakova, which we don't own currently, so we don't have any wealth coming from there because, you know, it's owned by the Red Eye tribe. There's also the region up there for whatever it's called. Volksgrad and Prague here. So yes, and so from that we can see it would increase the... Come on, mouse wheel. Upgrading this would increase the income from all buildings in all regions in this province, Southern Oblast, by 40%. Income from all buildings in adjacent provinces by 20%. So that means any province which is bordered by any of the regions of Kislev, which are owned by me. That would mean... I think that would mean Erengrad, because it borders Zavastra here. Fort Ostrosk, because it borders it here. Prague, because it borders it here. And if I owned Karak Ungor, it would bolster that, because it borders it here. And the same with Beckhafen, if I owned that. And Wolfen and the Ostland here, if I owned that, because they bordered each other. But I don't. So it would bolster... all of our provinces, actually. Which is quite good. It's increasing a bonus which we already get. It can go up to 50% and 25%. That's nice. As well as extra construction slots, higher growth, as well as our towers having cannonballs, which is nice. Though the towers are annoying. They don't really do that much. We'll build another weaving house here to get 250 gold from it. And I will need to colonize Fort Stragov again, but I need 2,000 for that. So I don't have enough money to recruit any more units from you, so you're going to sit in Zoishank. Actually going to change that to public order. We do have to maintain corruption, control over corruption. Corruption is caused by factions being around us. They may have buildings which cause corruption in their settlement. They may, like the Norscans, by raising these pillars here, or these totems, they increase their corruption in our in bordering regions. So we can see here Fort Ostrosk is getting up to 25% chaos corruption from buildings and commandments, which I assume is this one here. This because they raised Fort Stragov there, putting their totem there. That would be generating corruption, which is not good for us, because it increases my public, it lowers my public order, as well as giving bonuses to chaos-aligned armies. We're also getting some Skaven corruption from Hell Pit. That is osmosis, is because their buildings naturally generate corruption. Skaven corruption lowers public order as well, but it is actually detrimental to the Skaven, because it's more representing the fact that there's a lot of Skaven there, and if there's a lot of Skaven in an area, they're all competing against each other for food, so they get more rowdy. So Skaven kind of want to have lower Skaven corruption in their own provinces. At the same time, they benefit from having high corruption because they're able to get more shots of their what's it called? The ability Menace from Below, which spawns units during a battle. So if they have high corruption in one of your provinces and they attack there, they can call on extra troops. But they actually get penalties to their public order due to high Skaven corruption, unlike, say, the vampire counts, where if they have their own corruption, vampiric corruption, and they get public order bonuses, not malices, when their vampiric corruption is high in their provinces, to represent the vampire counts having control over the population. I think Chaos works the same way, but Norsca is the only Chaos faction which owns settlements. The Beastmen of Chaos just are hordes. They don't own settlements, they move around the map. And the Warriors of Chaos are in hordes as well. They don't own settlements, they just raise them. Because they're more of a marauding army than a civilization with settlements. There are settlements of chaos up in the Chaos Wastes, but that's not something in this game. And the Beastmen kind of have settlements. They have camps around things called herdstones. But they're more like campgrounds than a town, because the Beastmen are opposed to civilization in all of its forms. So they just live in the forest in herds, and they don't really build permanent structures. Oh look, one of the Chaos armies have come to attack Zoishank again. They're the ones which attacked Krakadrak. Or I would like if you didn't. Yes, they're raiding, and they're probably going to attack Zoishank, so I'll move Boris Borka out of there. Oh, A stranger comes. A cloaked figure from the mist-shrouded land of Albion approaches with a request. He is of sinister aspect, but assures you that his intentions are good. Right, we can either get 3,000 gold and 5 turns of 4+4 chaos corruption in our regions, or we can safeguard where we don't get any money but we will have +2 untainted, which is lowering the enemy corruption in our provinces for 5 turns. I'm tempted to take the money, because our corruption is quite low, and I think we could deal with that. Yeah, I'll take the money. Thank you. Having high chaos corruption in your regions is also a negative sometimes, because you can get negative traits on your generals. If they spend number of turns in a chaos, heavily chaos corrupted province region, they can become insane, and that lowers their melee defense, I think, but it increases their weapon strength as they're sort of throwing themselves into combat. You can cure that though, so I don't know if I've had any success in doing so. Cancel the corruption, cancel construction of that. If they're just going to raise Zoishank, then let them do that. Go down to Erengrad, just abandon Zoishank again. It's annoying, but... Right, if I go to here, can I see Fort Jakova from there? No, I have to move a little bit further. There we go, okay. They've got an army, I can deal with that. What is that? Oh, it's the remnants of the army which attacked us at Kislev, so it's pathetically weak. That's all fine. Prague has gone up a level. It's gone up a... We've upgraded the city, so it's a bit higher. We could increase the port to give 1,000 income rather than 500, which would be very nice. That'll take 4 turns and cost us most of our gold. We'll upgrade Prague. That will cost the same. Yep. We could actually also start to build some of the other buildings here. I could build a Shrine of Ursun, which increases Untainted, fighting the enemy's corruption. This would help us recruit better units, because you need the blacksmith to be able to recruit some of the other ones which require like better arms. We'd also build a gunsmith, which allows us to get handgunners and mortars. Mortars are good. That's for trade resources, but it gives us a very small amount of gold, so I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. I could build walls. That will give us better garrison. What's a garrison there at the moment? It's pretty weak. They attack there. We're not going to get the walls up in time, though. 3 turns. Yeah, they're just going to go bop bop. Recruit some more. Let's build the port. And you can recruit another spear unit.
Can I offer assistance?
Should I raise another army, actually? You're getting 41 gold from raiding Zoishank. Well done. That is a phenomenal amount of gold. They haven't retaken Bersling's camp, so they're still up there. I wonder how the dwarves are going. Hey, are you willing to trade with me now? Nope. Okay. I think we could trade with them because our province borders them here. There's no pass there. There is a pass here. But just because our provinces border here, I think we can trade with the dwarves. Or is it here? It's somewhere. There's like a little wedge. They actually own these mountains. So we border along here, actually. Okay. If you want to trade with someone, you have to border their region, or you both have to have ports which are connected to your capital. So we can trade with other factions because we have Erengrad and you can get there from Kislev. Any of the other Empire factions want to trade? Non-aggression? Nope. Recent events involving Ostermark. Treaties with Talabekland. Oh, you're at war with Talabekland. What recent events involving Ostermark? What have I done to upset Ostermark? I don't know. Yeah, and everyone else hates us. Except the dwarves. But the dwarves don't want to do anything with us. Fine. Well, in turn. Ooh. Pardon me. I've forgotten to have my pop filter in position. I might not have had it for the entire stream so far. Oh well. No problem. There's a vampire coast up there. Vampire pirates and zombie pirates, as well as some monsters from the deep and from boggy areas. Morghuls, I think they're called. I don't like them. Weird. High elves. They're all in Ulthuan. Well, some of them are in Nagarond, but none of them are over here, so we don't have to worry about them. I mean, they wouldn't be our enemy. But I kind of wish that they were a bit more likely to declare war on you. The good races, Order factions, tend to get along pretty well with each other. For the most part. You're not really going to get battles against dwarves unless you go looking for it if you're playing as an Empire faction. Though I have had in the past the dwarves declare war on me. For reasons. I'm not sure why. I kind of assume it's just because they find a grudge. The dwarves in Warhammer are very big about grudges. And they will pursue them with regard to little else. Oh, their army is just made up of Norsemen. Okay, well, we lose that. Do a bit of damage to them. They raise Zoishenk in name of the serpent. Oh, we spent the money to get Zoishenk and then we lost it again. Oh well. Right. Well, what have you got there? You got no garrison. Your army's badly damaged. Yep. They've got low fightingness, so they're actually suffering casualties per turn. Because they're fighting amongst themselves. And we can deal with that pretty easily. There we go. We'll just occupy. Oh, we got Arnsipel's Black Horror. That's a pretty good bound spell. Reading the dark scroll etched upon the scroll will summon Arnsipel's Black Horror. We got Pit Fighter for casualties captured post-battle plus 10%. Yay. Okay. I want... get Shield of Cold. Upgrade that. That way we can overcast it and we can cast it on multiple of our units at once. Nice. And we own the entirety of Kislev again. So we will... how's corruption getting higher? Oh, right, because of the money I took from the representative from Albion. Albion is over here. This island here. That was added in the last patch. Previously it was there, but there was no settlements. Now there's settlements there. I believe it's a lizardman faction which owns it. Nakai the Wanderer, I think. So there's actually some pressure on the Norscans from that direction, which is nice. I want to build the walls. Yeah, sure. We spend the money to build the walls now. Even if it takes a few turns and they siege us in the process, that's turns which, you know, we'll be able to get out of the way. Oh, the beastmen over there are raiding a sieging Karak Ungor. Kind of hope that they actually take it and destroy it. That will ease up on me significantly. I might be able to take it myself if they raise it. That place has gold, and gold is a good way of getting money. Funnily enough. It is a unpleasant climate though, so we would be making less money, minus 15%, but... And we're not at war with those beastmen. So... Not for the moment. They'll probably declare war on us later. Beastmen hate basically everything. And in fact, if you play as the beastman, you are encouraged by game mechanics to not actually declare peace on anyone, because you get negatives when you do so. I think you get negatives if you involve yourself in any diplomacy at all, because the beastmen are all about, like, survival of the strongest. And, you know, if you're capable of beating the leader, then you deserve to be the leader, till you get beaten in turn. They don't have any time for diplomacy and talking. Though you can involve in it. You can do it. But your armies don't like that you do it. And it lowers their... what's it called? The fightiness equivalent for the beastmen. Fightiness is a mechanic which the Greenskins have, and the Beastmen also have something like it. It is a meter which determines how eager for fighting your units are. It goes up when you win battles, and it goes down if you lose battles. As well as also, like for the Beastmen, if you involve in diplomacy. Not for the Greenskins, though. The Greenskins don't mind diplomacy that much. If it gets high enough for the Greenskins, they spawn a war army, which is another army which follows your main army around, and they will fight with you in combat, or go and attack an enemy settlement and suicide themselves that way. If the fightiness meter gets too low, however, the army starts taking attrition and you start losing units because your troops are all fighting each other, and the idea is that they're sort of like fighting over who's going to be the better leader, because, you know, clearly you're not doing a very good job.
Lady of the Glade at your service.
Okay,
These are
let's
dark times. Your request is
travel. I want to just go through there. I'll just march through their lands. Whatever. They're raiding right there. They're probably going to siege this settlement next turn. So if I recruit 3 spearmen, it's probably not going to mean much. Actually, let's get this guy. Vovoda. Zakar Parshin. I want to see what they are. Oh, and we had a mission to do just that. Okay, what type of lord are you? You got Warhorse, Urson's Ward, and Immortality. And everything else is very basic. Inspiring Presence, Hold the Line, Endless War, Marksman, Winged Knights, Rally, Brass Lung, for this is Kislev. Bloody Kislevites, don't they ever relax? When we're dead. Blessed by Ursun. Ooh. Ward save for Gospodars Droyaska and Streltsis. That's pretty good. Defenders of the Borders. That's a very, very basic, like, I'd have expected a few more unique abilities up here. What is he? Is he just like a warrior? I suppose he's just a warrior. Or a, you know, general. What's he look like?
Praise Sigma.
Yep. He's just like the, this lord. Just basically the same type. Okay.
What does the Emperor bid?
We will give you... Oh, I can't give you a horse. I have to wait until rank 4 for that. Get Route Marcher. You can move a bit further. We'll get some Ungol horsemen. Horse archers. That way we can do hit and run tactics. And if he gets up to level 4, then he'll be able to get a horse of his own and be able to follow his mounted horse archers around. Or thus is the plan. We can hear fighting coming from the settlement, because currently the people are a little perturbed. I think it's the chaos corruption. You can see it on the ground there, or the sort of scorched grey ground. There's like twisted brambles growing. That will keep spreading, and you end up with like lava poking through the ground and all that. It's just a visual representation. It does change the battle maps, but not too much. The ground, I think we've actually already seen it, the ground gets all sort of orange coloured. I suppose as the grass is dying or something. Are you going to siege Erengrad? I'm not going to let Erengrad get taken. Hopefully. That would be very bad if it does. Oh, yeah, you're sieging it. There we go. Okay.
I will marshal the men.
Well, we got some new units. We didn't get the walls up, as I thought we wouldn't.
You need me?
I want you to go. If I force march you, what's the chances that they will attack you? Could I take that even if I'm tired? A lot of Marauder Berserkers there. Marauder Berserkers are good at fighting. However, they also, because they have Berserk. The longer they're in combat, the better their stats get, and the better the physical resistance get. Or actually, yeah. Well, they get physical resistance, and then they get melee attack, and then stage 3 they get rampage, which means you lose control of them and they just start chasing enemy units around looking to fight them. They also have frenzy, which gives them better stats and immune to psychology when their leadership is higher than 50%. So morale shocks are good against dealing with that.
I assist?
Okay. Hey! Talabakland.
Friend, and make your
Military access? No. You're not interested in that. Okay.
Yes. Aye.
Trade
Let's
now?
hear what you have to say.
Nope. Nope. I don't agree to that. My reason's my own. Blah blah blah.
Seeking
Okay.
unseen
We're just going to march through your territory. You're going to be upset about that. It's not too much. Yep. That's -10 just because I marched in this tiny little spot of theirs there.
Ready.
But defense of our borders are important. Get some more horse archers. Go. I'll be able to have them come down and
The Empire.
how far can you move?
You know nothing.
You can move to there.
Who calls?
Actually, move you to there.
Yes, my lord.
I'm looking at this bar down here. This tells me how much movement range they have. If I want to encamp and recruit units, I have to move them at less than 50% or 50% or less to be able to move into encamp stance. Still sieging Karak Ungor. That's fine. In turn. Hopefully we can deal with this Chaos Army. Norscan army. We should be able to. They'll probably spend another turn building siege weapons. Unless they note our armies coming and raise the what's it called? Yeah, raise the siege and run off. They might do that. Don't think they should be able to get my army recruiting up there. The one getting the horse archers. Should be out of their range. They have got a hero up there though. I believe it is a spellcaster. I think it had Law of Death. Because I think I saw what's it called? Life Drain? Something like that. A good single target spell which deals damage over time to a unit, so it's best used on single characters rather than entire squads. You tend to cast it on lords and heroes too. Lower their health. I'm glad we've managed to get several of our enemies off of our back. Having to deal with so many enemies is troublesome. They lifted the siege, not raised the siege, and ran off. So I don't know where they went. I think they just went back up here. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. They say you are a fool. We'll see who is the fool. We can get war fervor, leadership +5 for 5 turns, or perhaps a more humble approach, which will lower recruitment costs by 25% for 5 turns. It would allow me to get some more horse archers for cheaper, so I'll do that. And Boris Bocca's severe trait goes up another rank. We go from strict to severe, and we get public order +2 in a local province. I can get up to +3, which is quite useful. Allows you to maintain control over your provinces a bit earlier. Oh, easier. That's where they went. They went right there. Oh, they force marched, so they couldn't attack my army.
Lady of the Glade at your service. I acquiesce to your request.
Get over there. There we go. Or, actually, do I want to do this? If I force march them up to that bridge, they might think that they're weaker. They might move to attack.
The forest has spoken.
Yeah. And even if they do attack me, it's still a bridge battle, which puts me at an advantage.
A sound plan.
What's the garrison here like? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 bows.
Too far.
I have all these archers. Could I use this and this garrison to deal with these Norscans? They're not mounted. They only have 2 units of spears and one of them is very badly damaged. Marauder berserkers are also lightly armored. Very good targets for arrows. I'm saving like I might reload it if I lose.
To the provinces.
I will try not to
Praise Sigma.
save scum. I tend to do so if I make bad decisions. So I think for the sake of the videos, it will be more interesting if I don't do that. I would have to move you... I don't think you've got lightning strike,
What does the Emperor bid?
which allows you to attack me without any reinforcements. So if I move you there, I should be able to, if you attack me, get my reinforcements. Would that be enough? You've got an army of 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus
The Empire.
14. That would be equal.
I will marshal the men.
The units are generally better. You're mounted on a horse. But you'll probably charge me early. I'll be able to shoot you. What do you have? Charmed shield.
By the comet.
I can't give you any items because they will take a turn to get to you. I'm not going to recruit any more units for you because they will still take a turn to get to you. These toll gates can be very useful, and the paved roads, because they increase movement range in armies which start in that region. I'm going to build another weaving house, however, because I need the more money. There we go. I think we should be able to defeat those Norscans if they decide to attack my army there, with the reinforcements being drawn into the battle as well. Their overconfidence will be their downfall. I hope. If not, they will be in such a weakened state that I doubt they will be able to take Fort Ostrosk after the battle. They lack any heavy hitting units, they just have infantry. Their lord is mounted, but all the rest of it... there is all the berserkers, which are a little scary. But my horse archers should be able to deal with a fair number of them. And if they get into melee, I can shoot them in the back. Hopefully, I'll be able to kill enough of them fast enough that they won't carve through my units. Surrounding them and using my crossbows to shoot into the flanks of their units as they attack me would also be good. Maybe they might go for Katarin, but the weaker of the two armies is...
Speak briefly.
Oh, hello.
I can see your life draining away before my very eyes.
The wisdom of Verena guides us to cooperation. 300 gold for a non-aggression pact? Yeah, sure. You're at war though with Talabekland, and Nordland, and Hochland, and Middelland. Do I want to get involved in that? You're not going to draw me into a defensive or military alliance. But doing that will put me at odds with those other factions. Are you at war with so many of the other empire armies? You like that I trespassed against Talabekland. Okay. Did I raise the money? Nope. Okay, fine. Forget you. 300's not going to beat... 300's not going to win me anything. And I kind of prefer to get uninvolved in empire politics. Yep, okay. Right. Well, we do have our reinforcements. We have our horse archer army, so let's fight this. I hope this goes well. Our general is not on a horse, though. I would like him to be. Generals have, as we saw in a battle last time, they have a aura around them which bolsters the leadership of units around them. So if you have, like, mounted horse archers, you would like to have a hero, or the general, with them, just to give them slightly higher leadership. So if they get caught in combat, they hold on a little bit longer. It doesn't improve their fighting capability, but... and the map is wide open, with no forests. Or very little forest. That's good. That means there's a lot of room for our cavalry to run around. They're attacking us from the south. Our army should be arriving on this border. Because they attacked us from this way. And Fort Ostrosk was around here. So they might actually arrive like that direction. Hopefully. The positions which reinforcements appear on the map has been iffy in the past. We'll see off this Olaf Hilmarsson and his motley crew of raiders, and once again secure the borders of Kislev. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay, our army's coming in from here. I would like to hold this hill, but we're not going to have the luxury of moving over there. So let's see what he looks like. The car Parshin. Come on, mouse. There we go. Yeah, okay. Just got a dashing mustache. Oh, he's got a unique shield. Hey, it's got Kislev on it. That's pretty cool. And he's got a unique cape with bear paws on it as well. That's nice. It's actually kind of a unique model. Well, yeah, a unique model with what the modders have available to them. Okay, we'll put you on 2. And skirmish. Go. Okay. And we do have to watch out for these marauder hunters. They're good against large, I think. Well, they have shield breakers, armor piercing. Not necessarily good against large, I don't think. Nope. Okay. Right. Oh, do we have a general here? We do. Position yourselves like that. Actually, this. You two get there, you go into center, and then you can group and hold. Uh-oh.
Our steeds are restless. Take the ground in the name of the twin-tailed comet.
Not in the name of the twin-tailed comet, in the name of Ursun. Those marauders actually just have have shields, so I don't really want you to shoot at them. You're just wasting ammunition if you're doing that. At least from the front. There's Marauder Berserkers. You can shoot those. You can shoot the general. Shoot those hunters. There's still a fair amount of their army coming over here. But if we move our archers on the flanks like this, have you up the front. You're actually trading blows there. Oh, and we had a disconnect. Oh dear. Nope. Oh well. Oh, they took out a number of my Ungol horse archers. Okay. Go over there. Oh, they're actually pushing through my guys. They're shooting them fast. They're hurting them faster than I thought they would be.
We are ready for the Warhammer, for the twin-tailed comet.
We need our horse archers down here. We need to reinforce our lines. They're collapsing.
Swordsmen, ready for war.
This could have been going a bit better. Come back here, you cowards. Good.
Crossbows ready, General.
Ah, you fled off the battlefield.
Taking position.
They're broken. That's good.
Take the ground. Take position. No lingering. Listen quickly. Engage.
And a lot of their army is actually out of position because they are trying to chase down our units all the way over there. Shoot them.
For the Emperor. Awaiting orders. Swordsmen. Ready. Crossbowmen. By Ulrich's wrath.
Don't kill our general.
At speed! Charge with us! Yes, General! Yes, sir! Quickly! Soldiers of the Empire! Ready to serve! Standing by! Take a
Move over there.
No lingering! Our steeds are restless! Formation march! At your service! Charge! By Ulrich's wrath!
Come on, shoot their general. Fill him full of arrows.
Formation march! Yes, sir, quickly! Ready to serve!
Oh, you're on a...
Take the ground!
Stop shooting my own unit.
Go! Ready! For France! Moving out, sir! Launch! Swordsman! Yes, sir!
General, get behind the lines, because
The ground quakes!
and I want to deal with this general.
Yes, General! We await your orders! Engage! Sir, to battle!
Okay. The berserkers are coming. Oh, jeez.
Quick march!
Oof. That's pretty good.
No lingering!
Oh no, almost missed him.
Moving now!
We need to get back. Oh, he's broken. Good. Okay. Get onto the flanks. Cavalry, move back here.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Yes, General! Formation march! Show us the foe! Yes, my lord! No lingering!
Okay.
Sigmar commands! Crossbowmen! For Heldenhammer! Taking position!
Come on, shoot them! Shoot them in the back. Good, good. Ride them down. Archers form up behind there again. Got some marauders coming over there, but the marauders aren't too much of a problem. They're not berserkers. Are there any more berserkers? There's some berserkers. Some hunters. There's some more hunters. Okay. Shoot those hunters. The hunters don't have shields, and we can deal casualties to them, and that will further demoralize the rest of the army because they're losing numbers. There we go. And they're all fleeing. Yes. Excellent. Chase them down. And that worked basically as well as I thought it could. Or as well as I hoped. Okay, stop shooting. You'll shoot my own cavalry. I'd like you to chase down those berserkers. Actually, you can chase down those berserkers. You can continue dealing with those marauders. Ugh. If I can deal enough damage to this army, then there might not be enough of them left to really come back. You can shoot them if you want. They'll probably get some friendly fire from this, but
Ready! Quick march!
go. I'm going to spend the time to try and deal as many casualties after battle to this army as possible. Means that there won't be any, there will be less for me to deal with afterwards. I think they've escaped pretty much. Maybe not. Go chase after them. I do wish it was a bit easier for units to defeat fleeing units in Warhammer. In Roman Medieval 2, if a unit was fleeing, any attacks would actually just kill a unit from that squad outright. They didn't actually have to like deal their health damage still. Which meant that you were able to wipe out fleeing units incredibly quickly and easily. You guys would just charge in there and just be like smack, 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 and thousands would die. Or hundreds would die be captured. Because after a battle, you're not really killing them. I think you're more getting them as prisoners. There we go. And there's like one Marauder Berserker over there. Let's go and chase him down. He's just running around in circles. He's very confused. We'll be doing him a mercy. There we go. Close victory. I've won the battle. Do not celebrate too much, for the gods will look ill upon he who came so near to defeat. It wasn't that close, really. I mean, sure, they did a fair amount of damage to my garrison, but that's kind of what the garrison's for. They're free units, basically, so if the garrison took the casualties and my horsemen didn't, or didn't take too many casualties, that is a bonus. Yes. It's very novel, actually, in Warhammer 2 using cavalry like that. Not many armies have horse archers, which you can utilize in a skirmish method like that. The Norscans have marauder horsemen, but they're armed with spears and not bows, so their range isn't that high. Beastmen have centigores, which have throwing axes, so again, they've got low range. The Wood Elves have mounted cavalry as bows. But I tend not to use those in favor of other units. The Empire has Pistoliers, which are very short range, and Outriders, which I think have to stop to fire. Well, they might not have to now. Vampire Counts don't have any ranged. Dwarves don't have mounted units. Skaven don't have mounted units in that way. Dark Elves have some mounted units like that, and so do the High Elves. High Elves have Illyrian Reavers, and Dark Elves have... what are they called? They got like light scouts with repeater crossbows on horseback. Can't remember what they're called. Dread something or others, I think, maybe. But yes. We'll be able to enjoy these weaker fights earlier on, because the Norscans haven't gotten to their tougher units yet. Though they'll be getting there. So we'll have to deal with skin walls and that later on. Oh joy. Yeah, we functionally only lost 37 units. Good. They lost nearly their entire army. Only 73 guys survived. I think including their general. So, that is unfortunate. We might be able to chase down the remnants and just wipe that army off the battlefield, off the map. And there we go. What do we get for that? 586 gold. Not much. Ooh, we got Luckstone. That's 10% physical resistance. We didn't steal that from them. I would have liked this Charm Shield. Pardon the captives. For 950 gold. Sure. Pardon, and then we'll just hunt them down and kill them out again anyway. Ooh, there's another army coming. Is that another enemy army, or... up there? No, actually. They're of this faction, the Hellspire tribe. Chaos stirs. Storm clouds gather in the north. There are rumors that the barbarous tribes residing in the shadows of chaos have ceased striving against each other for the attention of the dark gods, and are instead banding together. Suckling at the teat of chaos, the hordes grow in strength. It seems only a matter of time before the dam breaks and the tide of ruin bursts forth to engulf the old world, corrupting or destroying all in its path. Marshal your strength, nurture the sinews of war, build your walls high, gather warriors to your banner and temper them in the crucible of battle, so that when the time comes you may yet weather the storm. That happens very early on. I think it's supposed to be like mentioning that, oh hey, chaos is coming, but I don't think they're coming for quite a while. More of a, whoa, 2,000, fine. Or 200, that's fine. Just kill them. And we can get a warhorse now, he's level 4. Hooray! Now we can be on these, now he can be mounted along with these other units. And we'll move towards getting marksmen here, because that will improve the cavalry, or the mounted archer cavalry. Go. He's actually standing on his horse. The animation there is a bit balked. Go in for side Fort Ostrosk.
It is time.
And we can actually upgrade a settlement now with the money we got. Upgrade Prague. What have you got? Marauder hunters, javelins. Yeah, the javelin ones, actually. They're the ones I was thinking of. The other ones must have been armed with axes? Yeah, because they had sunder armor and armor piercing, so they would have been armed with axes. These are the ones which I was fearing against my cavalry. They're anti-large ranged. Would say 3 javelins. And they have marauder horsemen armed with spears, which they throw. They're also pretty good in melee, so they're not just
I will marshal the band.
ranged units.
Lady of the Glade at your service.
You weren't needed there. What are you doing with this army?
Honor to your ancestors.
Trade?
Never.
What do you mean, never? It could only make us both stronger. Oh, they raised Karak Ungol. That's actually tempting to try and go down and take that. Because it does have gold. Even though it's an unpleasant environment for my forces to live in. But it would cost a fair bit to settle. How much would it be? 943. That's actually not that much. That's because it's my main army. Do I want to march that down? Am I at risk at any other armies appearing? Maybe from Wintertooth. I'd have to maintain order there. And it would also have Chaos Corruption now because that Beastman raised it. I want to take Zoyshenk and Fort Stragov back.
Marauders all.
Can I offer assistance?
Oh, they've actually gotten rid of Khazid Urkulars as well. Does that mean those Greenskins are completely dead now? No, they probably own some other settlements down here. But that's actually freed up that area quite a bit.
Going
We'll move you up,
Yes, my lord.
rather than take that. And... my upkeep, 4%. The more armies you have, the more you pay for upkeep for like extra upkeep on top of it. For each extra army you have. Could raise another army and go and take it. I don't have enough money for that. Okay.
To the provinces.
Would like you to have a better army. We have walls here now though, that's good. Oh, we have Empire Knights there as well.
The nation calls.
Do I have to fight a battle for that? These little thingies in the ocean give you like stuff, but sometimes you have to fight battles for them, and I can't remember whether this one does or not. This is a shipwreck. That's a fell cargo. If you don't fight a battle, I don't think you get money from them. I think you just get like cheaper construction cost or regeneration on all your units. Or an item. But, can I give you any items? Fighter. No, nope, nope. Okay.
highborn.
Well, just end turn. And I might play one more turn. And then that might do it for this session. We got population surplus in Northern Oblast. I think that is Prague? Not too sure. Was that Fort Ostrosk? I'm looking at the flags up the top going past, trying to sort of get an idea of how things are going in the rest of the world. Because if a flag doesn't show up, then it would mean that that faction is being defeated. So I think things are pretty much the same. Red Eyes are still there, but they're not dead. It's not yet. I kind of hope that the Lizardmen are making some progress against the Norscans in the west. Or Bretonia has decided to go to war with the Norscans. That would be nice. It used to do that. Okay.
How can I assist?
Well, I want to take Fort Stragov. Skaven to build up their armies again. Colonize.
At your
Thank you.
service.
Build that. Or how much will it cost for you to build to
Does the emperor bid?
capture that? Colonize it. Okay, fine. Build that. And increase tax rate. Hey! You get to see the dwarf armies. Thorgard Cromson here is another lord added by a mod. I think it's Cataf's Crackadrak mod. We have a unique lord here. Thorgard Cromson is the High King of Crackadrak, I would assume. Got a mighty Oathstone. melee, heavily armored fighter. They've got Grom Bakraz, which are dual-wielding anti-infantry dwarves. They've got low armor. They're like berserkers, basically. They have rage, so they're basically exactly the same as berserkers. They have slayers, which are unbreakable units, anti-large. They have dwarf warriors, which are standard, quarrelers, which are standard, and some which I can't see. Rakadrak does have unique units. They don't have the they don't have the gunpowder units that other dwarves have. However, they make up for it in sort of having better fighters. They're more melee focused than the rest of the dwarves to deal with the aggressive Norscans. They do have some ranged though. I think they have like, can't remember what it's called. It's like a steam gun or something. It's like a hand bolt driver or something like that, I think. Which is like their only ranged rifle. What else do they have? They have more rune magic. I think they focus on that a bit more. Yes, they also have like I think they have like heavily armored and warded warriors with lots of armor as well as some extra bonuses on top of that. They can also recruit some Norscan units. I think just Norscan marauders and marauder horsemen, which you can use as cavalry to reinforce your armies if you wish. Okay.
These are dark times.
They've got stone wards here, which are great at lowering corruption.
Proud
They
daughter
need
of
that.
Vassal Lauren.
Could also colonize Zoishenk. Sure.
Fury fair.
We've got a moment of peace. So we'll use it to colonize.
Can I offer assistance? You called?
And I will give you Gift of the Winter Wind.
Yes, my lord.
Boris, you can move up there.
By the comet.
We're getting -8 from corruption. Prague, go to host Festag. That will increase public order a little bit. You can do that as well. And you do that as well. You get some less taxes, but you I'll put on that just to lower the untainted a bit more. I mean, it's already going to drop to 0. Skaven's getting high. Skaven corruption's getting high though because they've got
The eyes of decay.
Staden here, this plague priest.
For orders all.
Oh, Surtha Ek has been absorbed by the Hellspire tribe.
Northmen.
I suppose because I beat him and then they just confederated. Vanaheimlings. Oh, Vanaheimlings control Albion. Okay. Well, there's no lizardmen there now. I would like a hero. Can't get any. Nope. I need next tier. Okay. That was a quick turn. We'll just end the turn. I said it was one turn, but always wanting to see just what happens in the next turn. I do like playing as the Tomb Kings. I think my favorite faction to play as the Tomb Kings is what's it called? Ark and the Blacks faction. Because they get a few vampire count units. Ghouls. The Hex Wraiths and Bellbats. And Dire Wolves. But, yes. I think it was the first character I actually finished the Vortex campaign with. I think the only one else I finished the Vortex campaign with was Mazdamundi. I did that after Ark and the Black. I don't tend to play the Vortex campaign too much. It's fine enough, but I like playing with the whole map. Okay, good. The Norscans have run off. Skaven are moving around, though. Possibly looking to attack the dwarves. I would prefer if you didn't. Oh, but there's a rebel army, Black Spider Tribe. Oh, they're up there. Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, they've got Storm Vermin now. Storm Vermin with swords and shields and halberds. They've got a wizard in there as well. Warlock engineer. And the general is a Ronin. A Grace here, but I can't see what his magic is.
How can I assist you?
Okay. Upgrade the village.
These are dark times.
Move over to Fort Stragov.
Proud daughter of Athel Lauren.
Despoil and ravage.
Do we have an agreement with you?
My warhounds haven't eaten in days.
Nope.
Tribesmen gather, slaughter the sheep.
Lady of the Glade at your service.
I think you're focused on attacking the dwarves, but you might move and attack me.
What does the Emperor bid?
Let's just move you out of the settlement.
Yes? Let us move.
And I'll move all of my troops up here. That way, if they decide to attack, they won't be able to do the tricky AI tactic of sieging the settlement and then picking off the other armies on their own. They'll have to attack all of my armies at once if they want to get at my weakened main army. Ugh. Those Skaven I think I still have an agreement with. A peace treaty with, so they shouldn't declare war on me. I wonder how long that's going to last for. Maybe only like 5 more turns. Oh. What do they got? Some Storm Vermin. Storm Vermin are heavily armoured. But I don't know, they can't really win battles on their own. He's raiding a tiny bit of the Dwarven province up there. Okay. Thought he was raiding his own province for a moment there, but I don't think the AI ever does that. Drax moved their army to the defend there. That's good. That might get the Aeslings to move back. Or the Aeslings might attack Drac anyway, because that might not be enough to deter them. Nope. Well, if that's the case, I might send my army up and deal with them next time. Not now. That will get me some points with the dwarves, though I'd have to trespass on their territory to do that. You want me to raid Winterpire? Hey dwarves!
And what can the Dawi do for
Well, you're all willing. You can see the benefit of it. Okay, fine. Well, I'll save it here. Kislev, turn 28. We just did our research as well. Continuous production. Which lowers construction costs and income from industry by +5. So that's nice. And we've actually had a pretty good session this time. I haven't skipped many frames at all. Probably because there hasn't been any large battles. But it's always good to see them. So yeah. Had to fight off some Norscans. Mostly it's building up infrastructure. Yes, I will leave it there for tonight. We actually own entirety of Kislev once more. Our borders stand strong. Let us hope that we don't lose any of our settlements in the future. Or surely in the future Kislev will have to defend against greater threats than just a few marauding Norsemen. But anyway, we're in a better position than we were before. We have a lot more income coming in now. 6,700! Look at all the money I could be making if I didn't have any armies. But yes, anyway, will be it for tonight. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time. Till then, I'll say farewell. Stop the recording here.